हाँ जी,
क्या कर
stream stream is on. आप check करो
ओके
शायद.
ओके
Sure. I believe we are live. Let's see.
लिंक डाल दो ना उधर ग्रुप्स में लिंक डाल दो
Just mates.
ठीक है.
मैंने सब्सक्राइब किया तो वो मगर इधर आ क्यों नहीं रहा
एक
चैनल
सेकंड देख रहा हूँ.
मुझे मिल गया था मेरा ख्याल था तुमने लगा
आ
दिया
गया आ
मैंने
गया
बंद
नहीं है. We are
आ गया
actually.
so we're gonna share this to all the WhatsApp groups so people can join. First and foremost, we'll be sharing to Team Pakistan, and then from there, my favorite chess WhatsApp group, the Chess Club of Pakistan.
Right. So I think we should let our players know that we can start. No?
Yeah, we're live. And do you want to wait for some people to join? I mean, we can wait till probably 11:05, and
Yeah,
then we
sure.
can
Hmm. Sure.
just let people who want to join in. I have the chart open in front of me as well. So if any of you wish to communicate with us, we are here to listen to your rants about the games. So I'm not really part of chess groups anymore. I'm just part of I think two or three groups. Zurez can do the needful of sending to the entirety of Pakistan.
Uh-huh.
don't worry I think we've sent to most of them
Perfect.
probably share in the chess mates group
Hmm.
yeah somebody should share their
Okay, let me see.
Try sharing it in the Islamabad Chess Association group. They they have a lot of people who are really involved in
Hmm.
watching these online streams.
Yeah, let me share that with some people who can actually post there. Hold on a second.
So Zurez, who are you betting your money on if you were to bet? Who do you think is gonna win today?
uh, could go either way probably Zaman but Sibt is very good online if this was over the board I'd probably say Zaman would win easily but
Sibt has been playing for longer probably than Zaman has been born. So that does say a lot.
that's a weird way of putting it but okay like doesn't matter like experience matters study matters just
Guys,
playing doesn't matter
I think they have started. No, actually, game is not started yet. But
okay let's give them the go ahead let them start
Yeah. Let's begin. Sibt Ali with the white pieces predicting 1 e4.
has it started I don't see it
I just messaged them. Sipt is actually waiting for.
are they playing unrated
I have no idea. Yo, there you go.
okay they've started
Really?
d4
Sibt Ali is 2144. That's weird. Why is he 2144? He should be at least 2300.
okay
And
b5 is weird
yeah, it's a
what is
move. It's a
b5
move. He's gaining space on the queen side. Might be some deep theory. Probably not. Probably just some touch.
knowing Zaman it is theory I'm pretty sure it is theory we just don't know about it I'm not into theory but white is fine here white gets the c file It's
I'm
totally
really
fine. I think
concerned about when do you think he's gonna play very good move, stopping b4.
no, no. C6 won't really work. C6 is also weak.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
c5.
had to
Yep,
go.
that's what I was
He
thinking.
yeah, he had to go
And
C5. But even then, I like white here.
yeah, I mean, yeah, the light squared bishop is gonna be very very strong there, especially when you're gonna trade and push e5, e4. Sorry, it's gonna be strong.
No need to push E4. I think put your knight on. Yeah, I like D5 actually. I didn't like it here. Put your knight on E5. Put the other knight on B4, and I think maybe the bishop comes back to F4, and it's very.
Black does have some Benko style compensation with the two open files,
Now
B
I
and
don't like
C5.
this move. Like, what does he do after A6? Goes
A6, you
back.
just yeah, you just go back
That's
and
not very good.
okay, and now knight to G4.
If the knight was on E5, then A6 you get to D4 and then C6. That's why I wanted the knight on E5 rather than D4. I think uh, this is a positional
Yeah,
mistake from Sibt.
yeah, and now E5, D4 is also incoming from black.
E5, okay, now you can go E5, but had you gone
E5,
E5
D4.
straight away,
Isn't that a threat? E5, D4.
straight away it wasn't a threat because you could have
What
taken the
about
knight on
now? Yep,
E4.
yep. Isn't
Yeah,
that
yeah.
winning a
Now
piece?
now it's a
E5 and
threat.
D4. Yeah,
Now
now
it's a threat.
D4. Yeah. Okay, so that's why he went back. So he has a safeguard. Nice tactic by
Yeah,
him. That's why he went back
safeguard.
to
He also wanted to
D6.
control the F5 square there.
Yep. So that's why it
Yeah,
didn't
now
work before.
this is pretty much over at this level. Nobody like gives
Yeah.
back the piece. Although I've seen
No,
Lucas play win from
he still has
anywhere,
two
so
pawns. 2 pawns for the piece.
it's
It's still
yeah. But
playable for blitz. I would play on. Really.
of course, he's going to play on. He's not going to resign. But I'm saying it's very rare to see these positions not
Ah,
convert
this
to
is a
win at
good
this
move.
level.
This is a good move actually.
Yes,
Um,
he is playing decent chess. He has just won a piece, and this is pretty much you're going to have to exchange.
honestly, that B5 move showcased some, I don't know, some idea that I've never really seen before.
No, no,
Okay, and
I don't agree with the B5 move. I don't think it was good. White was very well positioned to win this game. I think that was a bad idea from Zaman.
it's blitz, it's blitz. Blitz needs to have a different strategy as compared to playing the objectively best move.
Yeah, but like positionally, he was lost. I think if the knight went to E5 and the second knight maneuvered to like B5 and then D4,
Yeah,
I don't think
but
black was ever coming out of
think
that.
strategically. Zurez, think strategically because you
Strategically,
need
come
to.
on, man, he just blundered a piece straight away. We all saw that, and he just let it push. Like it looked like a 1300 playing. It
Yeah,
was terrible.
true. I can't argue with that. That was a
Yeah, I
blunder.
mean,
I mean, I spotted it from miles away.
which is amazing. Like you spotting blunders.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right? I spotted that
Yeah,
and I was like, I spotted that threat.
Sibt would be disappointed, especially after hearing that you spotted it. I mean,
You're
As he
just
should be. I mean,
underestimating
looking at his
just
ID,
me.
he's 2144.
no, I'm
I mean,
guessing
he's
he's under a bit
2144.
of pressure
I don't
here.
know why he's
He's
2144. He should be at least 2200, 23, 24.
well, he used to be around 23, 2400. I think. I think he's playing more bullet now.
Yeah.
He doesn't play a lot of blitz. I think this is why he's like so underrated right now.
Okay, that bishop is not going
I don't know why
anywhere, and all Zaman needs to do is just, yep, bring
yeah.
in his rooks somehow, some way.
This was one way of playing it. The other would have been like something like Queen E7 or Bishop E7. Actually,
Yeah, I
Bishop
mean,
E7, Queen
he's
E7.
just
You
gonna
run
double up.
into
He's gonna play bishop B2 next move and just rook B2 and just bring in his other rook and that's gonna be
no,
the
no.
game.
It's not that simple. It's not that simple. I don't think so.
Let's see what he
He might
does.
actually He might actually go f5.
Okay, look, he
It's like,
stopped that move. Yep,
yeah, I told you, f5 is a
f5.
very
Good.
nice idea, and you have to go. I think e5. You can't allow, yeah, you can't allow takes there. But
So
even
you
now,
let
like
go of you
even
let go of the
f4
pawn. I mean,
immediately, even f4 immediately was devastating for white. Yeah, white, game
no.
over for white. I don't see white recovering from this. Yeah, just
Honestly,
go, just go back, push f4, and I think it's over. Yeah, anywhere, and now push f4.
yeah, that rook can't move.
Rook b1 was a terrible move. I think he saw your idea, and that means Sibt is playing bad chess.
Yeah,
So
he saw rook, probably saw
he,
rook b2 and stopped that from rook.
yeah,
He played rook
exactly.
b1.
Although rook b2 was not a threat there, because then white had some
Okay,
counter
now
play.
he's just over. He just plays the long.
Yeah, but I liked f4. Even now f4, I think.
Let's have a look at chat.
Yeah.
We have a grand total of 16 people watching.
That's actually
Uh,
pretty impressive.
and Zilal is saying, so we are assuming that Junaid is in the other room, right? And he's not helping his brother out.
Let's hope that is the case.
Honestly, I would not be surprised.
So I should have been with Sid Bhai. I can see most of Zaman's ideas, so yeah, it would have been nice. Now I don't like this
Yeah,
move.
I
Why
don't
Queen
think that's true,
D6?
Suresh. I have one classical game right on this channel that would disagree with the fact that you can see his ideas.
No, no. I when I'm playing terrible chess, I'm playing terrible chess. I've lost to like kids that are like 10, 8, 10 of any age.
Right,
When I'm
right.
playing terrible
Still,
chess, no problem. Okay.
he's doing a good job of keeping the pieces on the board. And
I
h4,
didn't like
h5,
Zaman's move
h4
Queen D.
g5 is gonna be something, right? H4 g5. That's a valid attempt at an attack. Yep.
I don't
See,
think so.
oh my God, he's
How is
playing the
this
same
a
moves
valid
that I'm
attempt?
recommending him. That's very bad for him. He's playing the moves that I'm recommending.
I
That's
said that a moment ago.
yeah, he's that's
This is
really.
why he's losing actually. This is the
Don't
prime
worry,
reason.
he'll strike back if he continues to play in a similar fashion. I mean, I said he played d4 and he played d4, so maybe that's why he lost.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe it's
now yeah, now it's over because the queens
not
get traded
in
off.
his wheelhouse or something.
Yeah, now actually there's no threat. Okay, now rooks get traded off as well.
But seriously,
But
like Zaman played very poorly. The Queen G6 was a terrible move. Like there was no need to do that.
queen g6. Okay, I don't know when you're talking about.
Like
The,
with Queen
both are
G6,
actually low on time now. I mean,
Oh, this
these
is
are
no
very
time. This is
simple.
not low time. This is
no, no,
they can
with
play.
2 second increment, this is not low time. But the
Yeah,
only
this
problem
is
is we're in Pakistan and you could have net issues. So yeah, that way you are low on time. But other than that, this is way too much time. With 2 second increment, this is too
no.
much time.
Actually, he's making it a bit difficult, and I don't know why he's not going
No, no, this
with
is
this
not
idea
difficult.
of rook
How is this
c2
difficult?
c3,
Yeah,
rook c2
now he
c3, rook c2 c3. I mean,
no, no. There's no need to do
rook
that.
c2 to do
Even
rook c3.
Bishop E1,
Just
yeah,
trade
simple.
off the pawns, right? Rook c2 to c3.
Why do that? Why not capture this pawn? Simple, yet
Um,
very, very effective. I would have actually not taken that with the king, but it's
okay,
totally
now
fine.
bishop goes back, and now we safeguard everything, and now the
Sitbai should
pawns
have
start rolling down the
Sitbai
board.
should have tried something like maybe rook e5 check and then somehow win that pawn. But
So Septali resigns now. Hmm.
well, he should.
Obviously, obviously. Okay, d4. What are we gonna see here? Knight f3 is what he plays usually. Okay, he's not playing that, and we enter into
Okay,
this modern defense,
the KID.
something that
This is KID.
Zurez enjoys. Yeah, KID. Okay.
Yeah, he played knight.
Honestly, I
He
did.
wanted to go. Okay, Zaman went into sideline.
Zaman is
He's
playing as
making
white.
sure his opponent knows the theory. Yeah,
Honestly,
b5 is
I
a
don't like
sideline.
it.
Usually you don't
I
go
don't like.
d5.
It seems like the most natural move to
No,
do.
no, you allow e5 and then you go d5. That is the main variation, I think.
Yeah. Now what he's gonna try and do is attack the
Sibai
center
played it
on the
very
side.
simply. He could have gone e5 instead or c5 before, like
Zurez,
exchanging the pawn.
what about f4 over here? F4, yep. After this move, now f4. Just some prophylactic play, and now the main idea of the position is f4, e5. Maybe rook he'll
I mean, you
center.
okay?
Now that's
Yeah,
stopped.
e5, and it he could have converted it into the Benoni as well with e6. He could have gone for that structure as well.
Is this not Stonewall or something? I mean, this formation of pawns.
It's
The formation is called something like you could like there are like I think at least four different openings where you get this kind of position.
Uh-huh.
it's just a
So
locked
yeah,
center. Okay, now f4. Okay, now good move, stopping f5.
I would
Uh,
still go f5.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I was considering. Just go f5 nonetheless. But
You have
with
the
that light
you have
squared
the
bishop opening up, do you want to risk it?
yeah,
With
yeah,
that light
totally.
squared bishop opening up,
I
white
would
side.
go for it. I would go for it. The only like reason, the only thing that puts me
Okay, what about the queen infiltrating as well? Queen h5, h4, sorry, queen h4
no, no.
of
The
black.
problem with Queen H4 is that yeah, he went up
Yeah,
with
he
his
traps
king,
his
but
queen.
he could have
Okay,
gone
queen
there
h4 is a
before.
blunder. It traps the queen
Yeah,
via the
exactly.
bishop.
So I don't see the only that's the same problem with F5. If you go F5 and then he goes Bishop G5, it's a bit annoying.
Yeah, you're
Your
right. So,
queen
okay, he
can no
goes.
longer
Okay.
you want your queen to be active after F5, and with Bishop G5, it's not active anymore.
I don't. Black's position is slowly getting a bit cramped. Don't you feel? I mean, all his pieces are on their starting squares, like
Yeah, he needs
second
to
second
find a
rank.
way to move that knight on D7 to a better square. Like I don't know what would be a good idea. I don't see something like
Maybe
solid.
the main. Maybe if he had a bishop on d7, that would have been better than a knight.
Well, this is chess. We don't really think in had terms.
Actually, that's
We
actually how I think. Because you think, okay, if I had unlimited moves, where would I place my piece? And then you sort of plan around that.
very nice, very nice. That is why you lose. You don't have unlimited moves. Now you see, this is a very nice idea that he went for. I like Sitbai's idea, even though Zaman countered it well, but it was an okay idea.
Okay, now he's now as the man would put it, this is a typical example of what having less space does to an opponent.
Yeah, but how does he win this? That is the question.
Honestly, yeah, I mean he has no pawn breaks, and after only winning, if he wants to have a winning move, he should push a5, not allow black to play a5. If he wants the game to continue, if he wants a draw, then
He's probably
okay, he can
considering the
allow a5,
sacrifice as
and
well.
then he'll probably have to
He,
sack. No, there's actually not even a piece sacrifice, but still,
okay, Sitbai is not
yeah,
going for
he's
a5 for
probably
some reason. He should go for a5. I think the only way to go for it. Sitbai has to close this. He cannot allow a5, I think.
okay. Now a5 is forced, right? Now a5 is a much more okay. Now what if he plays b5? Okay,
This is this
I
is a
mean,
very
okay, I guess b4
freaky, a very brave decision by Sitbai, I think. He should have gone a5, I think. He
Yeah,
should have closed this
Sibra is
position
showing
down.
that he doesn't. He's trying to play psychologically. He's saying, okay, I don't really want a draw. Are you the one who's gonna, play for a draw? I am
But
okay with
like
this. And
b4
if the
and
game, he's
b4
saying
and
if the game opens up, the game opens up, and maybe I get a good position.
no, but
If the game
uh,
opens up, it opens up.
white has a lot of space advantage. that is going to matter at some point. That is going to matter.
You know what they say: thousand good moves and one bad move, you're losing. Like Dingley Ren, he lost with one bad move, the World Chess Championship.
No, no, he
So
lost other matches as well, so he played a lot of bad moves. He played a lot of good ones as well.
okay,
Yeah,
B5, B4, like you said.
B4 was the only move.
Yeah.
If A5 was also an idea, like A5 and then Rook A1 and maybe Rook BA1, and then that was
Yeah,
also an
okay,
idea.
Zurez, objectively speaking, the only play is on the B file, right?
Yeah, but the problem is Black does not have an active knight or bishop to support that play. Also, the rook on f7 is not placed ideally.
What about the move F5? F5, he
F5?
takes with, yeah, he takes with the G pawn or the E
No, no.
pawn.
He takes with the e pawn. He wants his knight to come to e4.
He takes with the E
F5
pawn, right?
F5 is a terrible move. I half
Yeah.
expected to see a5 here to close down the position. Only allow, but even then you get a pass
I
pawn.
mean, okay, now we have 19 seconds versus 55 seconds. We're gonna see some bullet
Yeah,
play in action.
this could save Zaman, save Sibt by actually the fact that Zaman does not have a lot of time.
And also the fact that the knight can make its way to d7 and from there to yep and then from there to b5 b what's that b6 and attack that weakness.
No, but he also has a5, knight a4, and knight b6 ideas.
Oh, nice idea. Okay, now he probably missed this idea.
No, no, he did not miss it. Zaman is low on time, and that is going to cost him a bit somewhere. Maybe not immediately, but down the line.
Ooh, okay, okay,
Queen a4, I think.
okay.
I thought
See,
he could have saved that. I thought
like
he
I
could have
said,
saved.
Zuriz, things open up and stuff happens, and that's just
He overthought on that position. Like there was only one move, and then he overthought.
still. I
Probably
mean,
he
that's a
was.
weak pawn. That's a weak pawn. If he can somehow win it.
Yeah, but even then, even if he wins that pawn, how is he going to convert
Oh,
this?
the knight has found a very good square, and
Oh,
that bishop.
bad move by Sip. By the bishop was
Yeah,
supposed to get to f8.
now that bishop is gonna never
Queen
see the light
a3,
of
I
day.
think. Queen a3 is the only move, I think.
I think the bishop he should bring out his
Okay,
bishop somehow.
no, no, this is over. He had to go Queen a3 there, I think. This is over. That is a bad bishop in a very, very bad position. This is over now.
Yeah,
Sip by messed up. He had to go at like king
really.
f7 was best.
So there is yeah. Okay, okay. Here, only trick he has is queen b2. What will white play after
Yeah,
queen
but
b2?
it's no trick. Okay, Zaman.
It's a trick for
Oh,
me.
I think
It's
I
tricky for me.
I think Zaman's time messed up. I think his net messed up. That's why you don't go low on time in Pakistan.
Ah, that's bad. His
Zurez,
net
I was
card is
worried
bad.
about queen b2. As a person who loses on
No,
endgames
no.
a lot, I was worried about it.
C6 and then what? C6 and then what?
Okay, he's inactive, so let's see what's happening.
Yeah, his net is acting up.
I don't know. I forgot the position. I'm not a pro player like you.
No, no, it was simple. C6. Pro player. No, no, it was simple. Just C6, and I think it was over.
If the position is not in front of me, I can't think it. If you're talking, the only blindfold I can play is if you give me the position from the opening, then I can
Okay,
think it through.
okay. So you're saying you're a terrible player. I accept that.
So today, Zores has a different target. I mean, both the players are actually playing very good.
No, no, like we
Okay,
haven't
so it
seen
is.
like Indian
I think C.
teams.
Okay, he didn't allow for that C captures D4 idea, which would lead to a very short game.
Yeah, 95, and but it's okay. It's a
Okay,
very
now
well known
in
idea.
these structures, the queen usually comes out to b3, right? Queen b3 is an idea here.
Not necessarily. Okay. Yeah.
Queen b3 is a typical move in these structures. Okay, I am experiencing some sort of lag. I don't know if viewers are doing the same.
Okay. So
Rook comes out.
what is what is Black hoping to gain do here? I think H5 H4 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean h5 h4 is a perfectly valid attempt at doing
Let's say
something.
he goes Knight F4. Do you take?
Knight f4. Yeah, I guess the bishop isn't doing much. You get the open file.
Really? All his pawns are on the dark square, and you're saying the bishop isn't doing much. I mean,
Yeah.
without the dark square bishop, do you really want to go H5 H4? That is your bishop. That is the one you're counting on. I
Okay,
think.
he didn't even let us. He's a good guy. He didn't make us answer this difficult question. So,
You're very pleased, but
yeah,
yeah, but he had his own ideas.
yeah. He stopped it. He stopped
Yeah, but
h4.
what about bishop G4 first, and maybe exchange? You take the knight, and then you go H4.
It's not as potent. It's not as
Okay,
potent.
I don't like Queen B3. It does nothing.
I told you it's a typical move, Zurez. You just don't listen to me.
It does nothing.
I don't know if it
Some
does anything or not, but it's a typical move.
It's a useless move over here. I think. Like, let's say he saves B. He does nothing. He saves B7. Then what do you do? Come back to
Uh,
C2 or something?
See,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, C6 becomes weak after pushing the pawn.
No, no, he doesn't. Of course, he doesn't push the pawn. Either he goes knight B6 or he simply goes rook B8. I think, or he just ignores everything. Yeah, rook B8. What is
Now,
this queen
now you're
doing
gonna
here?
prepare. Now you're gonna prepare E4 pawn push. That's the
No,
only
no.
break you have.
E4
Yeah,
is
see?
very hard to push here.
He's
How do you
preparing
push
it.
E4?
He's preparing
Knight
it. Suresh.
F6.
He's
Knight
bringing his
F6.
rook
How do you?
out. He's preparing it.
But knight F6. How do you push? How do you push this?
Okay. See, Zaman is a good guy as well. He didn't play that move. He's allowing us
Okay, he's
E5.
he's going for G5 ideas. Yeah, he was going for G5 ideas. Okay,
Okay,
you
this
get your
move.
E4. You get
Okay,
your
this
E4
move.
push. I think.
Yeah, but at the same time, H4 is also allowed. Okay, now you can't actually push because the
Yeah,
pawn falls.
I think he should have gone Queen C2
Okay,
immediately.
and now the bishop comes back even with the tempo on the queen.
No, no, that's not a problem. He'd still go E4. I think.
So Riz, what about G5, King G7, and then Rook H8?
Why G5? Why not G6? The way he did it, the civilized
I
way
don't
to
know.
play.
It looks more fancy.
Yeah, you've been reading like what is that book? 180 Games of Mikkel Dal or something like that. I had a student who said,
Yeah, that book, that goated book.
I only have
I
one
love
book.
that book.
Yeah, I have a student that said I only have one book, 180 Games of Mikkel. I was like, okay, you're not going to be playing any serious chess.
No,
Like,
no,
of
man,
course, that is
that's the best book there is in the market.
really.
Yeah, couple that with Grandmaster calculation, and you'll be GM in no time.
Have you read these books?
I've read some chapters.
Has it helped you?
Yes.
That answering
That,
that took some courage. I
Yeah,
appreciate the answer.
and that yes wasn't that confident, Najmeen. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. Like I said, that took some courage.
Oh, Suresh, Blitz is just sugar with friends. Okay, that's not my serious game. That's not my real game. You know, Blitz. That's just nothing.
Okay,
That's
okay.
just I just played whatever in Blitz.
Yes, yes. Agreed. Agreed. What is your serious chess?
If someone has a gun to my head and is saying I'm gonna kill your entire family if you don't win this game, then I'll play some serious chess.
Let me tell you,
Otherwise,
it's very hard to play serious chess at that time. The
it
amount of
seems
pressure involved
you're
would
speaking from
be
experience. You're speaking from experience. It
no,
seems.
no. Nobody has ever held a gun to my head. A water gun, maybe, but not an actual gun.
Okay, let's get back to the game. That's the problem with chess in Pakistan. People like to talk about other stuff and not
Okay,
the actual game. Our
I'm
friend Zaman is low on
like
time again.
Zaman is not going rook h8. Like he has had a few chances. He did not go rook h8. I do not
Zaman
understand
is
why. I
low
mean,
on
he
time.
even exchanged the bishops. There was no need to do that. He should have gone rook h8, I think.
Ooh, okay, no, no, no. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. I thought he blundered something, but
Yeah, but even then,
he did blunder something. He did
the
blunder a
kind of
pawn.
the kind of game he had, he messed it up. I think his
Yeah,
net is acting up, and
bullet is gonna be really tough if the net keeps acting up.
like f4 even here, and it could be a problem.
No, not
Okay,
really.
he
He's
doesn't
gonna.
even want to risk. He doesn't even want to risk that. He wants to go knight e4, then f4. Okay, there's queen f3 ideas. Maybe rook
What about f4
e3.
now? F4 isn't that just a pin?
Yeah,
Isn't the
rook
queen
e3 is
pinned?
very safe.
Isn't the
Like
knight
very safe.
pinned? There is. Isn't the knight pinned?
Okay, black just resigned. Oh yeah, he blundered his knight.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I think the man net is acting up, and his move quality is paying the price.
Yeah, I mean, 3 seconds on move two, three is diabolical.
Good, good.
How is this a sideline? This seems like the most natural move there is.
No, no. D5. How many times have you played D5 here? Like you don't play D5. You play something like bishop E3 or knight C3, knight F3. Sorry, and then E5 is played, and then D5 is played, and then knight D4 is played sometimes. That's the main line. I think so. I could be wrong about everything. I'm just that good.
Okay, F3, I like this move. I like this move a lot.
Yeah, this is what I play. I play this F3 structure, and then I start attacking the queen side.
And now that D pawn is mighty weak as well. It's
Yeah, this is the kind of structure I play.
that actually worries me.
Against
It does not have the effect that you think it does. The fact that you play this structure, it does
Yeah,
not
but
have the
still,
reassuring
like
effect.
it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable for white, especially like right now.
Simple
Black did
chess.
not.
He's just gonna go and trade off that strong dark squared bishop.
Okay, I think just
Actually, you can't go there because then there's a check and then you lose the pawn that's hanging. So you can't really trade off right now because of the fact that
but now you can,
there's
right? Now you
queen.
can trade.
No, no, it's queen b6 check now. Queen b6 check
Where's the
after.
queen b6? You don't need to trade the bishops. I'm saying trade the pawns.
Oh yeah, trade the pawns.
Create the isolated pawn, and then you can play the end game on it. Trade the pawns. Put your bishop
Honestly,
on
so there is
d4.
an isolated pawn over here would be really strong for black because the fact he has the
No, no,
h4
no,
d4 pawn
no,
push.
no, no.
He has d4.
Nobody did not have d4, right? If you exchange
Okay,
and then put
okay,
your
okay.
bishop on
Now the
d4,
structure
if you put
structure changed. Uh,
Yeah, I think
So,
White messed
some
this up. He should have taken.
yes, no, no, it's a good game by Sibt bhai. He really played this well.
Okay, that's a bad move. 94.
He just
How do you solve the 94 problem?
mm,
Okay, but yeah, 94, and
94. Yeah, that's a good move.
I like black after 94.
No, no, I said it. Sibt bhai played a very good game.
No, no, it's not just Sibba is playing well. Zaman is like, no, this is not a positionally good move. Okay, why did he play this? Did we miss something?
Probably just to safeguard that pawn. I mean, okay. Now bishop goes to f3, and you know,
No, my point is, did he need to give up the bishop pair? Why not 94 immediately?
I would have put my knight on c5 actually. Okay, he wins a pawn.
No, no, I think he's going for the bishop pair. He wants to eliminate that.
Yeah, but does he
That's
win
why
a pawn as well? I mean, isn't that pawn just free for the taking?
currently he could actually.
Yeah,
He could
but
also
then
go
again,
something like he
knight
could also
e4.
go for something like bishop d4, making sure that knight e4. Okay, but then knight e4 is also effective.
Yeah,
Bishop
so he has
d4.
he has he has choices to make, right? Either
May,
take the pawn
yeah,
or c
maybe then
flat.
just take the pawn. I guess if you're going to give up the e4 square anyway, take the pawn. Maybe go bishop f3.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I don't.
guess that's a good argument that you're gonna lose the e4 square anyway. And why didn't he take the pawn? I guess because of the fact that the rook goes behind it, and then you have to move it, and then you lose that pawn. Okay, he still doesn't protect the pawn. I don't. Okay, so he
I
attacks
think this
this.
is. I think this is game over. How do you
Yeah,
defend this? I don't think
yeah,
this is defendable. Okay, now he takes the pawn. Okay, he's playing terrible
yeah. I,
chess.
I, I saw this from the back of my mind, but then I didn't think of
No, no, you
much.
could see it from the front of your mind. That would be fine as well. You're wearing glasses, man. Come on. Okay, so okay, Zaman is not playing the level of chess we
Okay,
expect.
this is
Maybe
just game over.
maybe it's the
Maybe
net.
maybe I think Junaid went for a break, and he's gonna come back next few minutes.
Could be, or maybe Zaman was playing and Zaman went for a break.
Who knows?
Yeah, could be either way. But this is like very hard to defend now.
He's always going too low on the clock. I mean, just look at that.
I think there's some kind of internet issue. I think so.
Honestly, I live in Pakistan as well, so there is my 4G. Work,
Really,
yeah,
really, we
my
did not
4G
know,
works
man.
really well. My 4G works really well.
Come on, man. Don't get me started.
Come on, Suresh, you remember the game I sent yesterday where I beat that WGM? I mean,
Do you really think
that
I see
was.
your games?
I would expect the one at least the titled wins you see. Okay, I expect at least that from
I
you.
don't even read the message. Why would I know it's a titled player?
What happened in the last game? Did someone resign or it was just
Yes, Zaman resigned again.
okay?
It was over pretty much, and he was also low on time.
Yeah, he had lost. He lost the
He,
piece.
okay,
Okay,
he messed up like big time. It
okay.
was a
Now
simple.
E5, Zurez, E5, E4 over here, E4 break.
Yeah, but it is black to move, and I'm not
It's white.
sure why that knight went to a4.
Probably to reroute itself to C5.
Yeah, but what does that achieve? Let's say it goes
Okay,
to c5, then b6, and
okay.
okay,
We're getting something. We're getting something again. Zaman has the bishop pair, and the knight on the dim, on the rim is dim. something like that. I don't know. Someone said that.
Yeah, you said it right. Okay, Zaman thinking about taking the knight on c5. Yeah, probably. I think he is not. He doesn't want to play with a weak c6 pawn or something. Queen
Suresh,
d7.
I told you, okay, I told you, Suresh, this move Queen B3 is very thematic, and you I always disregard it. But again, it's played.
Again, is doing nothing, man.
It's adding pressure to the
Okay,
B5.
this time it could do something. I agree. But last time it was doing literally nothing. Black had a lot of attack on the king side, and he just went queen b3. That made no sense. But this time
Okay,
there is
let's.
some, and there isn't that much attack on the king side. There's no active attack right now on the king side. So okay, I like queen b3 here. It's okay. But back then it made no sense. Like here, I
Okay,
would even
again.
go for queen b6. That's fine. He's going with the same idea of h5, h4.
Yep, so it's a good idea. I mean, it's a very potent idea.
And once again, the queen is going to come back.
I don't see
So,
what Sibt bhai is planning.
no, no, he's
I mean,
planning to take
I
the
don't
e5
know
pawn
why he
right
doesn't
now.
play. I don't know why he doesn't play for E4 in any of these structures. I mean, you need to strike in the center. That's what I was taught when I was a kid.
Maybe you can ask him to like learn a few tips from the great Shariar Najmi.
No, no. I mean, when I started chess, I was taught after you've developed your pieces, you strike in the center. I don't know why there's no
Very
striking in the
nice,
center.
very nice. And when are you planning to learn this?
I've learned this. I've learned this. When you develop, look. Here's what you do. First, you develop your pieces, you castle, and then you strike in the center. I mean, that's like what I do in all my games. Develop pieces,
Very nice, very nice.
yeah, and then strike in the center. I don't know why they're not striking in the center. So,
There's a movie called Kicking and Screaming. Have you watched that?
no, but I usually do that when I'm losing.
There's this coach, and he's teaching soccer. And at the end of like the movie, they realize that you just need to do the opposite of everything the coach is telling you, and you'll win. So I think we could do that here.
Right,
Okay,
right.
what was the idea of rook a8? Is he planning to go rook a6 and then rook b6? I think he's watched that Carlson game. Carlson did this in a game. I think
Heavy.
he's tried to do this twice now.
Okay, now
Zaman.
G5. And okay, the rook's gonna come in. The rook's gonna come in with.
Okay, here's my question: if he wanted to go rook h8, why did he go rook a8? What was the purpose of wasting that move?
It's guarding the pawn, Suresh. There's a pawn over there on A4.
But
Can't you
it's
see
not
it?
being threatened right now.
It could be threatened.
Then it could be defended. Like I would want my rook on h8 and then maybe e8.
Okay, and now the bishop's gonna get traded off, and an attack's gonna get started. So okay, and now F5. We go. Oh, sorry,
No, no,
G5.
yeah,
G5.
g5. G5 or
Yeah.
just take immediately both.
Yeah, we want that bishop for an attack. Okay, why is
Yeah,
it? Okay, he's tripling up even.
okay,
Tripling up.
okay. He's planning to sack the rook,
He's going
sack the
for
queen. I
some
think.
checkmate him.
Yeah, maybe he's planning to sack
Yeah,
the
he's
queen.
planning a full-on checkmating threat.
Yeah, there is some kind of line here where you can sack the queen. I think if he allows
Yeah, I
everything, if
mean,
White just closes his eyes for a couple of minutes and says, "Okay, you can play all your moves," and I think you probably can sack the queen then. Okay,
okay, and
still,
now bishop guards, and then there's a okay.
why
Why
isn't he?
didn't he go bishop g5, g4, bishop g4, attacks the
No, no,
rook, and then
bishop g4. Then there was like maybe f3, but why not
that's very
g5?
weakening. That's very weakening. Okay, now
Why
g5.
not g5? I like g5. Maybe even g5, g4, and
Yeah,
then
I mean
maybe bishop
g5.
bishop e4.
Yeah, g5, g4 is a good move.
Yeah,
Okay,
then maybe
what's
even
Zurez, what if they're stream sniping? I mean, they can also do that, right? Maybe they're
then they're
listening in.
probably losing every game because we're like just saying moves without counting anything.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah. I
not
mean,
chess.
we don't have an engine with us, right? So
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
just
be wrong like 95% of the time.
yeah. Then they're just gonna lose. If these
Yeah,
were 1400s, then this would probably help them a bit. But they're unfortunately 2400s. So
bad for them.
yeah.
Okay, G4 is good. I like G4. G4
Again,
and then maybe
title
Bishop.
Slayer is 1 minute down on the clock once more, and now he just goes up, right? He
Oh,
just escapes.
okay. I like this. He gets G3.
What is G3? Okay. Oh yeah, G3. Good move. I didn't spot that
Yeah, yeah,
tactic.
yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah, now he
okay.
gets G3. He can just take G3. Maybe he's looking for something better. I don't know.
He didn't spot G3. I can
No,
guarantee you
no, no.
that he did not spot that
I
move.
think
He
he
didn't.
did spot G3, but I think he's looking for some kind of mating pattern here. If he didn't spot G3, then he's losing his touch. Like, that was not a hard move to spot. Even you spotted it. Come on, man.
I did not, in fact, spot it.
Okay, then I take it back. He could have missed it. Okay, I think check again. Okay, there's no check. Sorry.
Okay, the thing is even the moves that should be pre-moves, he's missing them. He's like
Yeah.
spending time on those
Does he
moves.
have like another younger brother or something that could be playing?
No, I think he's the youngest.
Yeah, like this is not Zaman level chess. Like
Okay, now,
I really like trolling people, but he's better than
okay.
this.
I think the endgame structure is a bit favorable. No.
Yeah, but the b4 and b5 king run is also troubling. Like this is troublesome for black.
Okay,
You
he might
can't
just
take
get muted.
no, you can't take, of course. With white, you can't take. But yeah, this is an idea. You sack the f2 pawn, maybe. Okay, this was a terrible decision. Come on, this is not Zaman level decision making, man. Okay, but just take, and then you can take the a5 square, a5 pawn as well.
It's just a try, man. I mean, it's just a try.
Okay, but
Okay, and
okay,
Coach
he'll get a
Simply is up three. He's up three. He's three. It's 3-1, and it's gonna be four
Siptali will
one.
get Siptali will get an a side pawn, a pass pawn. He'll get a c pass pawn. Black's king is a bit passive. Other than that, black is fine, I think. Yeah,
It's a
that
pawn
was
down
the
endgame. It's a pawn down
that was the
endgame with
expected.
white having an active king. So
No, no,
it's
it's
gonna be
not
very
pawn
hard.
down, but yeah. I mean, this looks like a draw to me now. It's very
It's
drawish.
gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult to defend this.
Yeah, the
And
king
now,
is cut off. That's the only problem. The king is cut off.
and now the
Yeah,
pawn
rook
falls.
c6, and then king e5. Yeah, this is going to be end up. This is going to end up another loss for Zaman.
It's just that he's low on time. He should realize by now that he needs to play faster.
Another player in need
Another
of your
pawn
coaching
falls.
skills. Just take the pawn. Oh no, actually you can't. Simply mess this up again.
Yeah, because then he queens. I think.
I like.
Zurez, you're losing your touch, man. Taking the pawn, that's like a noob level mistake.
I'm a loop level player.
Just some time ago,
Yeah,
someone was saying you're top 10 in the country.
that was someone, not me. It's their fault, not mine. Yeah, like, but
Okay, Suresh, you were saying that pawn seems to be rolling down the board. If
yeah, this is
anything, I think,
it's a draw. It's a draw.
if anything, I would say even maybe black can win this.
No, no, cannot win this. cannot win this. Rook c5.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, he can't win this. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe
He can't
even
win
king
this.
e6, both are fine.
Yes,
Rook
no, no.
c5,
I
king
just
e6.
realized even if he sacrifices the rook, that pawn's gonna become a queen, and then it's just
Exactly. I mean, this is a very typical endgame.
yeah,
I'm pretty confident you. Okay, you have to take the pawn now.
yeah.
Okay,
But his ego
he's
does not
messed this
allow
up.
it.
He
His
messed it
ego
up.
does not allow.
He should have just taken the pawn.
Yeah. Oh, oh!
Okay,
I told you.
it is still a draw. I think.
There is. I called
No,
What
it.
no,
was that?
no. It's not a draw.
I
It's not a
told you
draw.
that his
Oh,
ego could not handle it.
Yeah,
like F
Zurez,
F.
was it not the
And
same end game that you taught us? I mean,
Oh, oh! What? No, no! What?
yeah,
What
yeah.
did he do? Okay, this also wins. Okay, now he's just gonna win this game.
He should have
Wow, what a
tried.
turn!
He should have tried F7, but then there was Queen C5.
I,
Queen
I
C5
can't
was a
believe
problem.
he actually turned it around. Just as when you were saying that he needs some coaching, and then he was like,
No,
"Nah,
like
I'm not
Sipai
gonna do that."
messed this up. He could have just taken the pawn on C2 and it
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
draw, man.
yeah. I told you that idea, Durez, but it's a human move.
end games are tricky. No matter 1300 is
No, no,
playing
it
and
was just the fact
champion.
that he didn't want to give up the pawn. He probably it was an
He
ego thing,
wanted to win.
probably.
He
Hmm.
wanted to win.
That
Yeah.
that can't be winning.
Well, actually, I played with Sipai a few times. His endgame is not very good. His power also lies in the opening. His opening theory is strong.
All right, so are we gonna have another game?
So we are going to
Uh,
have like 7 bullet games now.
okay.
Okay, now
So
this is
we
the
ended
bullet
at
part.
3-2 in the Blitz section, right?
Yeah, we had 3-2.
Okay. In favor of Sipai.
Yeah. Okay, b5 again. We see this move, and it seems theory. It seems theory.
It is probably a theory, but like, I don't like this theory for black.
Okay, Zuriz, what about the bishop developing itself on a6? Bishop a6. Is that
No,
a
but
move?
then what do you do about the knight? The knight wants to get to b4.
Yeah, true, I guess, because now he's played a4, so you want to get to b. And that's also good.
Knight wants to get to b4 or c5, and the knight wants to get to c5. That's the idea behind knight a6, I think. With
Yeah.
a6, you have both options. With d7, you only have one option.
I think we've seen this move, these ideas before. This bishop coming here, the same structure.
Sitbai played this a bit passively this time, and Zaman delayed
Bullet.
c5,
It's bullet.
which I like.
It's all about aggressive attacks and initiative. That's all it's
Zaman
about.
delayed c5, which I like. c5 allowed white a lot of space, and I like the Zaman delayed it a bit. But now he can go for it. The bishop is dead. He should go for it now, I think.
Yeah, c5 is begging to be played.
Yeah, it's going to be played. The only problem with c5 is you allow, like, you give knight, the white knight an outpost as well.
I mean, c5
Okay,
takes.
I didn't want him to take. I want him to go rook fc8 and then maybe push c4.
Okay, now you just have to. Okay, how do you safeguard that pawn?
There's a lot of ways.
Zurez, if you were
Maybe
sitting in corner cafe right now, I would have sacrificed that. I would have sacrificed that rook. If we were
okay.
sitting in corner cafe, I
Let
would have
me
sacrificed that
let
rook.
me explain to you for once and for all. Nobody cares, man, what you would have done. Really, we want to know what you could do here, like right now. Okay, and then
Anyways,
okay, black is getting a pass pawn.
yep.
I like black now.
More than our analysis, HM Rashid is saying there's a plushie in the background, and yes, there's a giant plushie in the background.
Najmi being Najmi.
Look at this. It's like a giant teddy bear that I own, bigger than me.
Uh, Maybe it can commentate.
We have you for that. I'm just here for the vibes.
Okay, there's Rook C7.
You're the big teddy bear we have for commentary.
See, even the teddy bear is better than you at it. What is
Okay, what is
this?
this? Oh my god! Something happened. Okay, what is something is happening? What is happening? Okay. Something is happening. I was like, what? This is what is this?
Is Are they playing like without increment?
No,
No,
there's
no,
increment, but flagging is flagging.
with increment like
Yeah, especially
shouldn't.
on leeches. Oh, +1, that's like nothing. That's like a lot of time. Chess.com, that's a lot of time. On leeches, that should be forever.
Yeah, 1-1. Like 1-1 is an actual game. 1+0 is just nonsense. But
Yes, Rez, did you see the video I sent in the group of that 1-0 game I played at 3 a.m.?
I just explained this a few like minutes ago.
That was a really fun game I shared. It was like a 2300, and all I did was just move my pieces around, and
If
I
you
was down.
really want me to see something, come on, man. Tell me, like you're telling me right now.
Okay, see that game. I mean, it was like against a
Okay,
2300 at 3 a.m. and he was up like 18 points of material, and all I was doing was just moving my pieces around, and I won on time.
good for you. Now I don't need to see it. You just told me what happened.
Yeah, I thought I would save your time.
Thank you for that. Really appreciate it.
Don't sweat, don't sweat it. That's what friends are for.
Okay, getting back to the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Let's see
that
the
I think
structure.
that was a
Yeah, I mean,
that was tricky.
now they're just playing bullet, right? This is not like real
No,
chess.
but
The strategy,
why didn't he castle?
because the strategy is different, Zurez. The strategy is different. You won't get
No,
it.
but
You're not a good
he
bullet
could have
player.
castled.
Zurez, you're
I
not a
think
good
maybe he
bullet
was.
player. You're not a good
No, no, I
bullet
think he
player. Leave the bullet
agreed,
analysis
agreed.
to me. Leave the bullet
Okay,
analysis to me. It's just the strategy of the game that you don't castle in bullet.
but if you want to go king d1 and then c2, then you probably want to castle.
You want to get your king to safety, but you don't want a castle. Those are two different things. Please.
Yeah, maybe b5 was why I didn't want to castle. Makes sense, I guess. I didn't think it was that big an issue, but okay, maybe it was.
Look, I mean
Okay,
that each pawn is hanging for like billion moves, but they're not worried about
billion.
that.
Okay, black is I think winning this one, no doubt about it.
There is some doubt.
I don't think so. I don't see the doubt.
That B pawn is the doubt.
Yeah, but that b pawn will die very soon.
If it dies, then there will be no doubt. But until it's alive, there is some doubt. Ooh, another
Really?
push.
Okay.
Until that pawn is alive, there is hope.
No, no, I don't think this is called hope. Yeah, simple. Take it.
You're not listening to me. It's the 1 second increment that's saving Siptali. Otherwise, according to bullet logic, this was a winning game for white. See,
Oh,
there's stuff happening, Zuresh. There's stuff happening.
why didn't he
Even
take,
though
man? Why didn't he take the
no, I
bishop?
know, even though he can take the bishop, there is stuff happening. There is stuff happening. You
Just
can't.
take the rook, man. Just take the rook. Even that's winning. Yeah, he hears me.
Yeah, I think Siptali might actually win this.
What do you mean might actually win this? He's 4-3. He's leading. and he's playing better chess. I think he should win this. Zaman has not played the kind of chess we were expecting. Sibt deserves to win this, I think.
True, true. Okay, some aggressive play.
With C captains D4, some sharp play. Maybe
Uh,
not the best suited for bullet, but if you're well read on theory, then it's okay to play such lines.
I don't think. I think he just blundered a pawn. I don't think no any theory was involved there.
No, no, C captures D4 is a proper line, and he played
He
really
just
well.
gave up a pawn. Come on, man.
Now I'm expecting Black to win this game. Okay, good move by him. You can't take. I would say push. Just let that pawn
Oh
hang
no.
there.
Why would he push? He wants he wants white to take. Like, yeah, this is fine too. Now he has e5. Maybe rook f6. Then e5 later on.
Such a beautiful center.
Yeah, rook f6. I like rook f6 because bishop d4 doesn't work because of e5. Yeah, this is a bit passive.
It's such no, no. It's a very beautiful position. You're up two
No,
pawns. You
he
have
gave
the
up the
center.
e6 pawn to avoid any problems. He should have
No,
gone, I
no.
think.
He's gonna. Oh, okay. No, no. I think he's gonna pick up the B pawn at the end of the line. No.
Like, how?
Okay, okay. I missed a move. I missed a move. I had calculated
Okay,
rook
currently,
goes to.
okay, Sip by sees it. There was the idea of bishop takes knight and then fork the bishop and the king.
Yeah, I mean he's putting up a bit of a fight. Well, more than a bit.
Okay, this is bullet. The pieces are like pretty much equal. There's only a pawn up. So I think this is okay. It's pretty much even for bullet right now.
There is it's a lot about structure as well in bullet. I mean, if the structure's solid, right, like right now, the pawn matters a lot. If the structure gets gumbled up, then the pawn doesn't matter as much.
What word did you use? This is like not in my dictionary at the moment.
I said gumbled up. It's
Yeah.
a word I made up right now.
Okay. Okay.
That's why it's not in your dictionary.
Oh, that it makes perfect sense. I just wanted to know.
And now, very good play by Zaman. There's a queen that's coming in, and very good,
Oh,
very
I
good.
think our first checkmate.
Yeah. So now they are even again.
4 equal, and it's basically as if they've started the game right now. So,
Okay, Sid by played c5 this time, rather than he's been playing knight c6,
no,
but
he's
he
played
went
the
for
Sicilian.
c5.
Played the Sicilian before.
This is not the Sicilian. This is KID, man. Come on, there's d5 on the board. And you're saying this?
What I would love to see is a good old fashioned E3, D3 type game. E3, D3, G3, B3, F5,
I
C5,
tell you
C.
what. Write it in the comment box. We'll think about it next duel.
Zilal says though it's not get.
It's not over. Like, it's equal and it's like
It's not what?
it's not over. Like, even
It's not
close to over.
KID.
No, this is KID.
Zilal doesn't agree in the chat. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, he'll probably
Yeah.
say it's Benuni.
Yeah.
He went c5 early on, but the structure is KID.
Mhm.
It converted to KID. Like these young kids and their theory minds. But you've got to see the structure. Nobody cares about what it started
Yeah.
as.
I will remind everyone that Zurez is 26 years old and he's calling 22-year-olds young kids. I think
I meant chess age, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Can you sack and maybe like take d6 and give up the exchange?
Honestly, the position is lost because one pawn for 30 seconds is it's
One pawn for
deplorable.
30 seconds. The bullet calculator is out. Very nice.
The race you don't know these concepts. That's why you're not that good.
Yeah,
These are
I
concepts pawn for time.
I like
It's
sane
well-known
chess.
concept.
I like
It's a
sane
very
chess.
it's a very well-known concept that you calculate time and pawn as well.
Okay, that was a weird move. Queen s7.
But now two pawns for 20 seconds. That's doable. That's nice. So
Okay, I did not understand Queen a7. He should have gone Rook a7. That was a principle blender. Like I did not
oh,
get
what's
that.
this? Oh, nice tactic
Yeah,
tactic.
this was the issue. This was the issue with
So
not
now
bringing your
five
Rook back.
plus five points in material. He should, if not blunder a perpetual, be able to trade down stuff.
Just
Okay.
take the pawn. Yeah, okay. Queen takes.
Yeah, the stream is stuck for me, but he's managed to convert it with equalish time. So all he needs now is to somehow trade the queens, which of course Sipteri will try and avoid.
Well, that is his right.
But by all means, this game should not be a draw, unless of course he
I was
finds a way
thinking
to win.
g4 maybe. Okay, why did he give that up? Okay, makes sense.
He gave
Makes
it up
sense.
because
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah. This is now totally winning.
yeah. So now
Sip-
and I see zero zeros on the clock as well. And for the first time in the match, Title Slayer is in the lead. Well,
No, no,
besides from the
actually,
first game.
yeah, he was in the lead from the first game.
Yeah.
He messed up, lost like 3 games in a row.
And then he won 2 games, and if he wins this game, he'll win 3 games in a row as well. So
Yeah, Junaid had an assignment and now he's back. Okay, a very typical position. Knight d5 is expected. Okay,
okay, what's happening here? He's up one pawn as well as on time, and but the structure is pretty solid.
yeah, but pawn has its value here, right?
Yeah, you're right. So the pawn, like I said, in solid structures, the pawn holds its value. In dynamic structures, it's anyone's game. Quite often, the person who's down the pawn is winning. Okay, this was a
Okay,
passive
queen
move. It
d8.
didn't need to be played at
Yeah,
all.
not just passive, very risky.
Okay, now this is game over.
Game over. Well,
Why
not
was it game over?
yeah, because okay, why did he bring back the queen?
Let's not analyze into Queen why he did that, why he did not do that. Let's just
Uh,
commentate on what's happening, not what could have happened.
okay, we've got some counterplay. Could be heading towards a draw now that White's king is
Huh,
open.
you're joking, right?
Yeah, it could be like White's king is exposed.
Okay, do not. Well, actually, he can take that pawn, but he didn't.
It like I think one more like slip from White and this could be a draw. Black is going bishop g7, trying to win that pawn on e5, and I think he will.
It's a it's a solid
And
strategy.
okay, I think now
Oh,
you. I don't think.
you don't even.
I don't think White is winning this anymore. He should have. He should have taken that queen. I think though,
Really,
but
bro? Yeah, if Black didn't trade queens, I think Black was the one who's gonna start putting pressure. But he traded queens. He was
yeah,
a good guy.
a lot of good guys here.
Innocent princes.
Yeah, but Black is still pushing. I think Black is winning this.
It's the king. It's the opposition. That's the issue. It's the fact that
The
he's gonna run out
last
of moves.
a ditch attempt.
Okay, what is this endgame's race? You are the expert. Is he?
Okay, this could be a draw. King d5. Okay,
Okay,
that's
take.
come on,
Okay,
man.
it's
King
okay, Suresh.
d5.
Okay, now Black wins this in the bullet
King
segment.
d5 was there. It could have been a draw, man,
It's stalemate-ish. I would have played
or
on.
maybe even winning for White there. Okay, now I think Zaman is totally in the lead. Two games.
And how many games are remaining?
I think we played 9 games. I think 9 or 10.
No,
I'm not sure.
10 have been played, 6-4.
So one game is one. 2 games to go.
Yeah, 12 total. Yeah,
So
two games to go.
Sitba needs to win two to get back in the game, which is well not going to be easy.
Especially in bullet, because
Zaman has started playing very well now. I mean, somehow.
I mean, I don't think so. Like overall, the standard
I
of
would
chess
say,
today
I
has
would say,
not been what I was expecting.
I would
I was
say
expecting better chess. I wanted better chess out of these guys. Like these are top players. Maybe they were like, we don't want to give the audience good chess. They don't deserve it.
Whereas people are asking in chat why your camera is off.
Uh, I look terrible on camera or off camera.
People want to see you, man.
it's the
I'll send.
opposite for me.
I'll
I
send
look,
them a PNG later on.
you'll say, you'll DM them your pictures. Those who want to
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Hopefully, they are good pictures.
No, no, there is no such thing. But like, at least it'll be in the DM.
Vikas
Okay.
Dogar says off ही रहने दो.
See, he gets me. He understands that that is what is best for the community. I mean, we don't want to scare little kids.
Yeah, I mean, they might never play chess again.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay. He wants to go 94, but he can't. So yeah, knight f5 is the only thing.
I think, as per the strategy of the match, just trade down all the minor pieces and go for a draw. I mean, if you win, you win. If it's a draw,
Oh,
then you're
but
really winning the
he is
match.
really low on
Yeah,
time. Of
then
course,
that's exactly what he goes for.
he'd be happy for the draw here. Okay. Yeah, he had to do that. It makes sense. Okay, I think knight g3 was forced. Knight g3 had to be played there.
Yeah, but okay, he
Now,
didn't play it.
now, like black stands no chance of winning this. I think.
Yeah, White's the one who's ever gonna push for a win.
Yeah, black had to go for knight g3 there. That was the only thing that
But
like okay,
Zurez,
okay, that was like a poor decision
yeah,
from
I
white.
mean, you just trade off all the pawns, and I mean, you can
Yeah.
even win a pawn if you get the option.
Okay, take the pawn, man.
He didn't want
Okay,
the pawn, Zurez. He doesn't want the pawn. He's already winning on time.
okay.
And
So
Oh,
Sitbai has officially lost this match, but let's see how the last match goes. Last game goes, but he's lost the duel.
Sibt by he, he
I
actually
think
lost games to Saad as well from the group as well, TP group.
the guy who just said it's not KID, that's sad.
And we entered into this very typical sort of setup.
Well, Sidbei is one of the strongest. He's not that strong anymore, but he used to be very, very strong. Like he's won very strong tournaments. Even now, the LDA tournament, I think he won that, and there were like decent players there. The two FMs were playing, man.
Yeah,
So Sidbei is
I can.
strong,
I was there as well. You don't need to remind me.
but that doesn't matter. The two FMs, those matter.
There's
Okay,
actually there's actually an interview with one of the FMs on this channel called Chess Front. If you guys want to check it out.
okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Which FM? Sufi Sab?
No, no, it's
Girginani?
FM Wakar, FM Fide Master Wakar.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, pretty chill.
Yeah. I'm actually Zurez. I'm actually offended that you didn't know this before, but that's expected from you.
I don't have to repeat myself every time, man. Come on.
I thought you were kidding, but now it's true.
No,
It's confirmed. It,
okay.
it, it breaks my heart.
I'm totally fine with that.
Okay. And if I was in
I
Zaman's
mean,
place, I would let Sibt Bhai win this game just for yeah, just like this.
again, you are
See,
not in Saman's place, and there's a
see,
reason for that. Because he is not going to let anyone win. Why would you let like this? That is called disrespecting a player. If you would respect a player, you play your best, and
nah,
then
man, I get
see.
really emotional if I'm beating someone. I'm like, why, you know?
Okay, night check.
And now another
Uh,
check, just for the heck of it.
no, I don't think another check helps.
Oh my god! See, there's this connection. Okay, he's gotten his night wind.
Now he might lose because there's the connection. The connection was made. Now he might lose.
It's okay, Zurez. He's a good
And
guy like me.
yeah, knowing
He's won
Zaman,
the match.
he'll end up saying like, "Yeah,
I've
I just gave him the last game."
Yeah, because Zurez, we're good guys. Chess is a gentleman's game.
Really?
Yeah.
Take with the knight. Okay,
Let's just
now
resign.
this is over.
He's
G6.
giving up
Yeah,
pawns left and
very
right.
nice. Oh come
He's
on,
giving.
man.
He's just giving up. Okay, bishop
Okay,
comes in between.
Sidba is trying to give him some kind of play, but there is nothing there. Okay, just resign. Okay, he lost some time.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Now we have our winner. We
Yeah, I
have
think
chess.
it's
Okay, he
uh
lost in time. Wow.
yeah 8-4, 8-4.
It was definitely a great
Wow.
show of chess. I mean,
Cost
they
him a lot.
both played very good. Yeah, not probably not at their best, but still, it was amazing match.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
match, nice match. Expected
Honestly,
more,
yeah,
but
nice stream
okay.
as well. Everything went by smoothly.
Like
We have
better than what I play online. I play like trash chess, so I guess this is okay.
No, it was
Online
super
is
fun.
another thing. Like over the
Exactly.
board, these are very strong players.
Yeah, now they will get used to this. I mean, I hope that keep playing these duels with us. I mean, this is fun. This is fun stuff. As long as you enjoy this online chess. So yeah, I think we're done for today. Thank you very much, Sharia and Zoris.
No
You
problem. You're
guys
very welcome.
actually made it fun, real fun. People are actually laughing in the chat, and probably this is one of our best streams so far. So thank you very much for all the fun that you have brought to us. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. All right.
Okay, guys.
Uh,
Thank
That's
you.
about
So
it. Eh? Thank you.
yeah,
Allah Hafiz.
see you
Allah.
guys end the stream.